Jesus Ortiz wrote a really great feature on you in spring training from the Houston Chronicle, talking about how you lost your mother in an accident when you were 6, and your father leaves when you were 9 years old. And I just am curious, how does that change the way you go about life, and how did you deal with all of that as a kid?
Everybody, I feel like in this clubhouse has had something tragic happen to them. I don't think it separates me from anybody in here. If anything, it made me a lot closer with my brothers, my grandparents and things like that. I was really blessed as a kid and had a great childhood, and had a great upbringing and a lot of people that cared about me, and a lot of friends and a lot of good family that I still stay in contact with on a daily basis. So I'm fortunate to be where I'm at.
Is there anything that you can impart on kids? I mean, you're in this unique situation as a baseball player. You get to, interact with a lot of kids and they look up to you. Is there anything that you can tell them from having gone through that, or just do you feel like just going through that is and being here is an inspiration in itself?
Yeah, like I say, it's nobody's life is going to be a perfect ride all the way through. You're going to lose grandparents, you're going to lose friends, sometimes parents in my case, sometimes brothers and sisters, so to each their own, how you want to handle things, I guess. I don't know the right way or the wrong way, and I don't really have an answer for that one.
Well, your grandparents raised you. Were they able to see what you've been able to accomplish and play in the big leagues? Are they still here and with us?
Yeah. My grandfather passed away when I was in college, but my grandmother, she's still here. She watches every game, listens on the radio when she can. She's made a few games this year, so yeah, she follows. She knows a lot about baseball. She's been going to baseball games since she was a little girl. She's a very bright baseball mind.
I believe your brother sort of set the path for you, right, as far as baseball is concerned. You played with him at LSU. Tell me how he helped you along the way.
Yeah, he's kind of been the trailblazer for me. Everything I've done in my career, he's kind of done first. So being a couple years older than me, so yeah, he's was a really good baseball player, in his time in high school, and then going to LSU, and then getting into pro ball before me and things like that. So he's a guy I bounce a lot of stuff off of. He's here this weekend, so we've woke up the last 2 mornings, had coffee, talked about baseball, talked about different things in the game, and he's definitely a resource for me that I use as much as I can.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.